So, I asked you to look through the big library of records here because I love talking about records, and I thought maybe you could talk about some records here. So these are the things that you have selected. So just tell me a little bit about your love of these records.
Oh.
Okay, first one. T-Rex Electric Warrior.
I love T-Rex. Since I was a kid. Like, how cool. What do I want to talk about?
Well,
I want to talk, I didn't strike while the iron was hot, but somebody should have done a cover of Monolith last year when all those like monoliths were showing up around.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what a perfect song. Like, I feel like I would do, like, I want to do that song, but I was a little too slow.
Are you a fan of the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Yes, that too.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Mark Bolan, man. What an underrated guitar player.
How did you get into T-Rex? Is there a moment? Do you remember the moment that you chanced upon the music of T-Rex, or was it just one of those things that you felt like it's just always been there?
It's always been that, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it. Like, I don't know. I was really into Bowie, so
yeah, right.
Kind of.
The
I get
glam
into
scene.
a whole scene. You get into a whole scene.
If you're into Bowie, you'll like T-Rex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony Visconti. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah, Bowie, or that one chord in Under the Bridge that is like rip off. I remember seeing that in an interview when I was a kid because I was a huge Chili Peppers fan.
Ah.
That might be it there too.
Okay.
There's that.
Nice.
It just holds.
Nice. So, are you into other glam rock like The Sweet?
Yeah. But.
Slade?
Yeah, but not as much. The T-Rex is something. T-Rex is better than all of it. Actually, I used to argue with a friend of mine who was better T-Rex. Like, he would always say that Mark Bolan was better than Bowie. And I like Mark Bolan a lot, but like, it's Bowie, you know what I mean? Like, it's Bowie. It's Bowie.
I recently picked up some of the folkier stuff.
Oh yeah.
When they were Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't quite have the magic.
No.
It's good. It's
no.
good. Yeah.
It's freaking cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Okay. Here's the second selection.
Sly and the Family Stone.
Stand.
I have this one at home too, and both of these ones, so good. Like, Sly writes the most positive songs. Like, how many people has he made feel good, right? Like, so many of like those songs that are like feel good, like they're in the Muppets, you know what I mean? Like, it's a good time, good song, but like he's had such a hard life, you know what I mean? Like, if that's my answer to my question from earlier.
Okay.
If I had lots of money and I was big, I would give it to Sly Stone, and then he could buy another van and sell it for crack and be back in the same spot. Like what always happens.
Yeah.
Sly Stone.
You could get Sly on your record, maybe.
Oh God.
Can you imagine?
That'd be so.
You gotta
sweet.
think big, Paige. You know.
That'd be so sweet. Yes.
Now that's something you've talked to me about before, your love of prog rock.
I love like classic prog rock.
Classic prog rock, yes. So you're not like a Tool fan. You're not like a Dream Theater fan.
No.
No.
And it's weird because there isn't classic prog rock anymore. So like the Psychics, for example, there's no one. We were talking before about people writing about things or what. There's no one to send it to. Like there's no one writing about that. There's no one doing that. There's no scene of that. There's no box to check that you play. Like, doesn't exist. And that's what we were into big time.
Well, you know, like when you talk about rock criticism and you talk about different genres of music, it's not only like a style, but it's also a position in time.
Yes.
So when I think about prog rock, I'm thinking about bands who basically came in the wake of like the Beatles, Sgt. Pepper's.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's what they were doing, but they got like way more nerdier with it because they were like maybe classical trained or like the first Rush record's not that different from like a Led Zeppelin record.
Right. Exactly.
Like, it's or Genesis when Peter Gabriel was still in the band.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that stuff, and I put it on, and I'm rocking out so hard, and my friends are like, "Oh, why? Another flute solo?"
Yeah, but the flute is a totally underutilized instrument in rock these days.
Oh, for sure.
It's not hip anymore.
No.
But it's so good.
And so many people use it so good, like Burton and stuff. Oh man, Jethro Tull.
Yeah.
But this is a great record. The bass on this record, like you just crank that driving in your car, like Rickenbacker bass. Oh, can't beat. Yeah.
Screamin' Jay Hawkins.
I could have picked so many from your collection. It's good. Screamin' Jay. I like anybody who does something completely different than anybody else. You know what I mean? Like, and his voice is like it's mind blowing. It's mind blowing, and like, and the way that he works his face. You know what I mean? Like, jeez, man. Like, you can't look away. You can't, like, edge of your seat. I like dangerous music.
Yeah.
Like scary music, whether it's Iggy Pop or Screamin' Jay.
Well, yeah, like the feeling with Screamin' Jay is he's a little unhinged, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which makes it intriguing for sure.
Right, you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, like you mentioned Iggy Pop.
Yes.
I saw a gig that you did right before the pandemic where you were impersonating Iggy Pop.
I hurt myself as best I could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I get bruised up from those.
Yeah, what do you remember?
Twice.
What do you remember from that show?
I like doing that show because my bass player from my band plays guitar in that, and he's like actually I love listening to him play guitar. It's kind of like, thank you for playing bass in my band. You're a better guitar player than I am. So it's basically just him soloing with a wah pedal and me enjoying that and freaking out and
being Iggy.
Being Iggy, yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I've loved those songs since I have recordings, because I started recording music like when I was maybe 12 or something like that,
but
right?
you were listening to Iggy Pop.
I was listening to that. I have recordings of me doing those same songs, like at that age. I didn't know. So yeah, I don't know. I just go, especially when you don't have a guitar in your hands and you're used to that too. You just feel like, I gotta do something with myself, and just just let it rip and take out all the, cathartic.
You know, like for me, I also got into Stooges maybe a couple years later, like middle of high school, and I got the first record.
Yeah.
And I didn't get Funhouse until 10 years later.
Me neither. I didn't get Funhouse forever. I just the first record.
Which is good. But like Funhouse is so next level.
Yeah. No, I remember buying it. I bought it on CD, and I remember that same day I bought the Velvet Underground Banana record.
Yeah.
And I remember this trip. Anyway, those two for sure at the same time. This is the Captain Beefheart record I don't have, and I might not have heard.
This is Mirror Man, by the way.
Mirror Man.
You know, Mirror Man. Yeah.
And that would be, wouldn't this be like right after Safe as Milk?
Yeah, it's either, I can't exactly place it,
But
either
close,
right after or right
68,
before.
right?
Yeah.
Like, right in there, and it's the same record label.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, he's relatively straightforward blues.
Yeah.
But then you got him doing like a 20-minute blues track, like, so.
Yeah.
It's not exactly normal.
He's like for straight up blues, amazing. Like that's like his straight up blues is great, but then like when he's doing a pop ballad,
yeah.
Like the later years too, man. But I got Safe as Milk when I was like 14 years old too. I think like a white copy, white vinyl, bought at Hot Topic.
Last record.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I haven't heard this one. I have other ones that she's done.
See, if I may pause you for just a moment, I'm looking at the cover art and I'm saying, like Alice Coltrane's outfit here. I could see you wearing that.
I would.
So maybe like in terms of fashion.
Definitely.
Like
Yeah. Or Jimi Hendrix would wear that exact top
totally,
as well.
Yeah.
Right. They probably had the same top.
Yeah.
She has this one great record with Santana. Have you ever heard that one?
I didn't know that existed. That would be amazing.
I found that one recently. It's like the best Santana record ever. Like I don't usually go for it for him, but like him and her, Alice Coltrane, yeah.
Yeah, but Alice Coltrane, she's great. All those harp sounds are very mystical. Yeah. What do you take from Alice Coltrane?
I like improv pushed to the limits in any situation, you know? And sometimes that's like, I like the great pop improvisers, everything from Amy Winehouse to Ornette Coleman, you know what I mean? Like, take it as far as you wish, but be on the edge of, like, danger. Like, you have to push the limits to get that really, you know? And it's scary because, like, when you're pushing the limits, you mess up a lot. Like, I mess up so many times in concerts and whatever all the time. And
well, the great thing about improv
nobody
is that
knows.
Well, if you're improvising though, there's no mistakes.
There's no mistakes, but I make mistakes all the time. And like, especially like if you're working for somebody, like say I'm working for mise en scene or something like that. Like you're not supposed to do that. Like you're supposed to play it exactly the right way, right? And so that's always a fun challenge. But then I feel like when I go to play my own stuff, I go extra hard on the freedom side of things because I've been doing, you know, between teaching and working for people, you want to let loose sometimes, right?
I think the first time that I became aware of you as a musician and of the psychics was running into you playing at the graffiti gallery as one of the Space Doxa nights.
Oh yeah.
And freeform and improv is a big aspect of a lot of the groups that play with that. Yeah, so
we used to do just straight up freeform.
I was going to ask,
like,
did you do a lot of things where you were just stepping there like tabula rasa and just letting her go?
Like 75% performance art, 25% free jazz music.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did a few, and I would put these bands together and we didn't rehearse at all.
Right.
And there'd be 20 people and all excellent musicians who are all doing cool things now, like all over the place. Like they've all moved and I don't talk to any of them anymore. And all cool though. They're all doing great stuff now. Like this is when we were just young, right?
Yeah.
Like 18. And some of them were like kind of jazzy, and one of them was like a grindcore metal band, like same exact situation where it was completely free improvisation, but I was screaming and it was a metal band at Albert, right? Like performance art stuff. But because I did that, I think everyone always thought the psychics was that.
Right.
And like we were pretty weird, but like not that. Like it wasn't freeform, complete freeform. Like there was sections, but
well, when you're songwriting, everything starts out as a
yeah, but they were songs though.
Yeah, they were songs. Yeah.
Everything I've ever done since then is songs, and like my music is pretty straight up songs. Like it's not that weird, but because I did that when I was young,
you have the freedom to,
and the reputation of that's what I'm doing. They expect me to be playing freeform improvisation, right?
Okay,
like, I feel like I still haven't lived that down.
Yeah. So, tell us, as of today, the broadcast date of this interview, your new EP is coming out. How can people get a hold of it?
PaigeDrobot.com. That's
nice.
A new thing I'm trying with their website. And Bandcamp.
Okay.
And all the streaming things. I'm not a big music streamer, Spotify, all those things.
Right.
We like
myself.
our records. We like our records.
Yeah.
So that's why.
And you have to appeal to that subset.
Oh, and that's the best part of like my deal with Transfer 66 is that they take care of that.
Yeah.
So it's like, go ahead, take care of it, because I'm not going to use it on Apple anyway, right? Like I'm glad it's there. Thank you for putting it there, but like I do most things myself, but that's one thing I don't do myself, and I'm glad they take care of that for me.
There you are. So sometimes it pays to have a promoter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Get someone to put your stuff on streaming for you if you don't listen to streaming.
There you are. Okay. Thanks for chatting, Paige.
Thank you for having me.
All right.